Hello, beautiful human beings, femmes, queens, caregivers, all of you. Thank you so much for tuning into this. If you're here with me, I want to thank you so much because I pour in so much love to these Monday newsletters. Obviously, today's not Monday, and there's a reason for that. I really believe that the transmission landed today on this Friday instead of being this Monday. Now, first, as usual, as a ceremonial newsletter goes, I would love to just invite us all to check in and to drop into a breath together. So wherever you are, if you're in the car, you're driving, or maybe you're in between errands, you're listening to this, maybe you're doing your yoga or whatever it is, know that you're never required to watch me on screen, right? Just simply allow yourself to activate that auditory intelligence and listen to my voice. And just follow the voice, right? Follow the tones, pitch up and down. I really want to invite you to that today, as these simple sensory practices actually retrains our brain to create a divine new pathway toward what we like to call positive intelligence, right? It's just a part of you that is more optimistic. You have a greater point of creativity, and be able to receive love more and more and to look at the big picture. So if you're here, as I mentioned before, you can absolutely put this screen away and just put me on speaker, or maybe put on your headphones and go ahead and close your eyes to receive this week's transmission. And take a deep breath in and exhale. And go ahead and repeat that a few more times at your own pace. And I want to invite you to slow down the breath. And as you listen to my voice, you listen up to the nuance of the tone, the ups and downs, whatever is coming through you, allow it to just come forth in this moment. And listen into your own breath. And then to the subtleness of the noise of the air that is around you. Even if there's no noise at all, the air in itself is the quantum field, right? This is the expansion beyond matter. Simply physics, and we're all vibrations, we're all energies. So you can hear slight static in your ears. So see if you could invite yourself to experience that and see what that is like for you. And go ahead and begin to breathe in a sense of balance. And exhale gratitude. Breathing in a state of balance. And exhale gratitude. And one more time. And sigh out. And be here in a moment, be here for a moment, and dive into your internal landscape and check in. How are you feeling today? What's moving through you? What's present? And go ahead and start to imagine the surroundings around your field right now, perhaps the bed that you're on, or the desk, or whatever it is. Imagine 4 objects appearing right before you in your visual field behind your closed eyes. And once you're ready, once you visualize the four things, go ahead and slowly flicker your eyes open. And I say slowly because it is the most important part to tend to our nervous system. It is this ability to move from the meditative state to the external reality slowly, so that you can bring the meditative state, the continuum field, into the present moment. A lot of people, we sometimes jump from, like, for example, we get a massage and then you just jump and sit up. We can tend to our nervous system so much deeper and graceful and in a beautiful way when we allow grace in our process, right, as anything. So practicing this meditative state, just simply, for example, tuning into this really, really subtle sounds around your ears and then coming out of it gently, really allows us to be in a sense of being at home in our bodies, right? And that's really what embodiment means. It's about feeling safe in our body toward a certain situation or a state of being or a particular surrounding. So today, that's what I would really love to talk about and discuss. Throughout the last month, I've had many conversations with many women and femmes, particularly who have experienced disconnection to their feminine, also at the same time feeling really intimidated, and it feels really foreign to dive into that. So we'll probably touch upon that. Who's also been constantly in this hyper-masculinated state and just sort of in a go, go, go field. And they're ready to experience something different, right? So there's a lot more to it. And of course, like the burnout thing, giving away too much, spreading too thin, and people pleasing, and all these things all come up with it. So today in particular, I want to talk about embodiment and feminine energy, because that is something that we've encountered over and over again during these several conversations, and feelings around what would it feel like to fully step into that journey to heal my relationship with my body, resurrect my feminine, or being in touch with my feminine energy, and also what is energy healing, right? So sometimes we get into this field where, first of all, I want to invite you to tune into those questions, to tune into those prompts. Like when I say things like energy healing, feminine embodiment, what comes up for you? What comes up for you when we talk about feminine energy? What comes up for you when we talk about embodiment, and what comes up when we talk about energy healing? What are the feelings in your body? And see if you could pause this video and describe it, and just take a moment to really acknowledge that. What is present for you right now as we are speaking to this? And take a deep breath in and feel it. And I'm gonna feel it too. And so this beautiful space of energy healing, right? It can feel intimidating. All of these things, the feminine energy, the divine feminine energy healing, like what is this? Like, it can feel intimidating, it can feel scary, it can feel extremely foreign, like, or even just the term goddess and even queen sometimes could feel like, what? Like, I remember hearing that and felt all sorts of things in my body, contraction, triggers, like all the things. Like, I was kind of like, who are they to call themselves a goddess? Like, what is this? Like, I just, when life is so hard, like there's so much that I have to do in this life to save the world. Like, there's this kind of connotation. It wasn't exactly like that. But I did go through a journey where I felt like I was kind of in this program of embodiment of pressure, fear, struggle, scarcity, and all these things, right? And my energy felt like it was all over the place. My energy felt like it was scattered too thin. I was giving to everybody before I could even tend to myself. I have always lived by this up until recently, like, I say recent because it's really like the last decade of my life. And even then it's been a journey. have learned under this program of I always put others first, and we acknowledge that. I think we all mean well when we say it, right? So no shame around it. And also there's a reason to why in airplanes, they say put your mask on first and then help the other, help your child or whoever it is that is next to you. Because there is this belief in society that we have to give, and then it created and perpetuated this thing around shame of receiving, right? And as a result, a lot of us in society, energy is like a concept that is often considered too woo-woo or maybe too far gone. And I would love to speak to that today. I really want to invite you on, what is your view on energy? What if I told you and I shared with you a statement that everything is energy? How do you feel about that? You may resonate with this completely or you may not, and know that it's okay either way. It's nor good nor bad. Everything is just an invitation. It's playful. It's an exploration. Everything is here for you to expand always, right? So let's take a deep breath in together. Recently, I did a talk in the Womb Sovereignty Summit, and I will be doing another talk on this on Sacred Energy Exchange and Ignite Your Light. The concept around expansion of sex, right? People think about sex just in the bedroom, but honestly, it is the greater concept of everything in life. Now, if you're kind of going like, WTF, I invite you to stay with me just a little longer. So, Sacred Energy Exchange, it is the exchange of energy in order to co-create something. Now, we all come from that. We all come from some sort of an energy exchange, no matter what it is. The nature of it could be questionable sometimes. The nature of it could be not so great. The nature of it could be completely beautiful. And it is truly up to us in this world to fully shift that we all have that we all get to have this beautiful, loving, healthy energy, healthy relationship with our energy. Because of the culture of energetically spreading too thin and complete disacknowledgement on energy at times, I feel that we get to reclaim that in this moment, especially in times like this, which is like there's a lot of difficulty and challenges that are happening in the collective right now. I want to fully acknowledge that. I'm not the type of person that will just like, oh yeah, everything's great and unicorn and all this. And I do want to acknowledge that we are facing some challenges right now, and which makes it even more important for us to understand energetic sovereignty and energetic authenticity, and what that is, right? And energetic, like that you get to give your energy in a pleasurable way as well, and redefining pleasure not just as a bedroom space thing, but also just to fully show up in your truth and authenticity. That is truly what pleasure is, just being in your truth and authenticity. I want to invite us all to breathe that in, because you get to show up fully in this way, right? Especially in times like now when we are being challenged, is simply an expansion invitation. So the invitation of expansion today is really rewiring this concept of energy. Recently, I've been also in big conversation with several doctors and nurses and medical healthcare workers who are also on this journey of awakening, right? Really awakening the healer within, because we're all healers. The healer is never outside of us, even when you journey with me together. I'm not the healer, you are actually your own healer. So first, give that power to yourself. We are our own greatest healers, because we know what we have been through, and we will never be put upon something that we're not ready to face. And so really feel into that. All of your challenges that you've experienced up until this far is everything that is here for you to expand. And you will never ever be put upon something that you're not ready to face. So be in this place. So the invitation is to be in this place of trust that you are always held, even if things appear like such a shit show right now. Know that you are so deeply held. And I want to invite you to feel into that right now. Let's just take a deep breath in together. and feel your seed bones at this point, proving that you are held, right? That the ground isn't just gonna drop any second in this moment. And as we speak to this concept of energy, even through my journey as an ICU nurse, as an operating room nurse, like working in the cardiac unit, it's been so interesting, right? We have this belief that, oh my god, energy is too woo-woo perhaps, but even in our biology, it has proven that we speak about this. The sinoatrial node, which is the pacemaker of your heart, it actually emits electrical impulses. We are human beings who are literally operated by these beautiful electrical impulses within ourselves. And isn't that amazing just to think about that? Like, what an amazing technology that this body could generate its own electricity, and that you came from a single cell. Like, and this is why I love biology, chemistry, and physics, and I love science because of this, because even after the colonization, these concepts still proves that how beautiful and unique each and every one of us are. We're like high tech, you know. I really love this, and we are the highest form of technology, because if you feel into it, yeah, we were created from this one single cell, and then you kept growing, and then let alone like our bodies that are able to carry life. Just imagine that miracle right in this moment. Take it in. And this conversation that I had recently really led into, you know, as we generate our own electrical impulses, our aura are essentially just our electromagnetic field, right? This is where we magnetize and also radiate from within, which is from our heart space and from our divine creational space, which is located here in the lower dantian, in your lower belly. There's this whole, and if you feel into that energetic space, no matter what gender you are, this space is meant to be a creational space, right? It's a hollow little space, or it has seeds of life or eggs of life, whichever it is. Or perhaps you don't have either one, and know that it's okay. Energetically, it is still there. It is still absolutely there. We all have this in the world, and I love to call this like the center battery between the lower belly space and the heart. They kind of just exchange information. When the two are connected, then you can really connect to your voice, and you can speak it out as you see the vision from here, right? And then the mind can assist and think, okay, like, how do we make this happen? But what's important is we really allow the heart to be tended to, and our emotional well-being to be tended to, because ultimately that is what generates that electrical impulses each and every time. And it's incredible, because if you think about it, your heart has been with you since like that's your first friend, you know, in the world. Really, it is your first friend that believed in you truly, fully, no matter what type of day you were having. It is always here. And so we are all energy. It is in our biology. It is here. It has been proven. It is a fact that we are all energy. And as I carry through with the sacred energy exchange talk, which I'm going to deepen a little bit in Ignite Your Light, I realized that it is really important for us to understand how our energetic intelligence work, right? Because everything is energy. The energy that is fueling us through this SA node, through the sinoatrial node in our heart, is a precious thing. Every beat of your heart is so precious and so revered in its own way. And each and every breath that we take gets to be an immaculate form of gratitude. And this has inspired me so much in creating Awakening, the 9-week container that is coming, to really hone in on that energetic sovereignty practices through energetic hygiene, energetic availability, energetic agreements, and energetic exchange that is sacred, and really feeling into how can I receive first in my vessel, hold that energy so that I am able to show up in my community and in my gifts so deeply to a point that it's just like, like I am just in a wholesome space, and acknowledging that you don't have to be in that burnout space, that you don't have to be in that struggle space, that there gets to be grace and ease through your days, right? And that's essentially, as we speak about grace and ease, this is really what the feminine way is. after a few conversations, again, there seems to be this intimidation point because the feminine is really foreign. A lot of us have been programmed or have received a notion that we have to live a certain way, right? A lot of us experience pressure, burnout, go, or this is just the way it is, kind of settling. And when we get in touch with our feminine, it is this new way of being where you allow yourself to tap into the soft power and where your true strength is found. Can I dive into my softness to be able to operate in grace and ease, in which this is how we're going to dive into the journey, right? As we open up your possibilities, your realm of possibilities, it is through this grace and ease, because healing doesn't always have to take place all at once. Sometimes people think like, oh my God, energy healing, what is going on there? I'm scared of what is inside. And it doesn't have to be like that. And this is why the Monarch Temple really carries this energetic frequency and resonance of grace and ease, where you'll be taken step by step on how to dive deeper, creating that safe container in your body, right? Setting the masculine to be ready to hold space for this feminine energy that's going to really now show you the way to open up your heart. And it's not a gender thing, because the feminine exists in all human beings. We all have it. It's just something that is a necessity to create. We need the balance of both. And when you tune into the feminine is many things, but the thing that I really want to invite you in is discovering the feminine in a way that this is the graceful and easeful, soft part of me that is here to really allow me to unfold into my own journey, to reclaim my own sense of authenticity and truth and grace and patience, and ultimately deep love within yourself, and really feeling into the fact that you're here. There's an openness to discover what this deep love feels like for you, or even just self-love, just beginning that journey, right? As you make this agreement with your body and your heart, I'm really here to mend this relationship truly with each other, between the body, mind, and soul, and the feminine and the masculine energy, to create a life that feels truly and deeply wholesome for you. And so, my loves, thank you so much. If you have listened through this transmission this far, I just want to express so much deep love to you, so much deep love. Like, thank you so much. I really, really pour in a lot of love into these transmissions. Let me know what resonates with you. Let me know what doesn't resonate with you. Don't forget to join in the Telegram channel. And also, last but not least, I would really love to give this invitation to you to explore and discover and see if awakening is for you. It's a 9-week transformative journey. It is for those of you who have lived in this high-pressured, go environment that could be divine as hyper-masculine, or this environment where you have given too much, right? And you've been explorative somewhat. Maybe you've tried meditation, you've tried therapy, you've tried sound baths, but you're really, really ready to take that journey now deeper from within, because you know there's this healer within you that is awakening to resurrect and to flow and to open up from within you. And you're also wanting and desiring to journey with this in a graceful, easeful way, the feminine way, to be in the space where your life gets to be governed by true authenticity, through speaking your truth, to feel so good in your body and to feel so deeply connected with your intuition and your intellectuality at the same time, that you feel truly, truly home in your body. This journey is going to be so beautiful. 9 weeks of your own transformation. You create the experience as I guide you into the space of awakening that healer from within. So if this feels in deep resonance with you right now, I want to invite you to go ahead and schedule the call. The link is below. And also the Telegram unit. I called it the Telegram unit. The Telegram channel, the Intuitive Care unit of the Monarch Temple right now. Go ahead and join that for just daily self-care tips, reminders, and transmissions. And thank you so much. I'm sending you so much loves and hugs through this big transformational week. And thank you so much, my loves. I will see you next week, next time.